Hi everyone, welcome to the Itaguaí Naval Base near Rio de Janeiro. The Brazilian Navy today is commissioning the Riachuelo, its first Scorpène type submarine. It was locally built by ICN with assistance from Naval Group, the French shipyard which also designs the Scorpène type submarines. Let's first hear from the commanding officer of the Riachuelo.
This is a day of great satisfaction for the Brazilian Navy, for ICN, the builder, and for Naval Group, giving the Brazilian Navy excellence in operations. The Riachuelo class brings many innovations. It's the most modern of its class in the world, and it will certainly give Brazil capability to protect what we call the Blue Amazon.
Longas distâncias, a gente detecta alvos inimigos a longa
Capability of reaching and identifying targets at a long range is also a feature of the Riachuelo class.
Esse submarino também tem uma grande capacidade de permanência. Que é isso? Ele tem uma grande capacidade de permanecer longo.
The Riachuelo can stay at sea for more than 70 days, which gives it a great operational advantage.
Vamos iniciar hoje nossa.
Our first commission begins today.
Vamos iniciar hoje uma série de testes na Marinha do Brasil, testes para o treinamento da tripulação.
We now begin the crew training and tests, a new phase for the training and tests of the crew to make sure they are up to the standards that the Brazilian Navy expects.
Behind me is Humaitá, the second of the Scorpène submarines for the Brazilian Navy. It was launched yesterday here at Itaguaí. I am now with the CEO of Naval Group, Pierre-Eric Pommelet. Pierre-Eric, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, Xavier?
Very well, thank you. It's a beautiful day here in Itaguaí. Yeah. So Pierre-Eric, please tell us how important is the ProSub program for Naval Group?
Okay, so it's a major program for Naval Group for sure. It was a very impressive day today because, as you know, we have commissioned the first of class, but also we're starting the trials for the number 2, Humaitá, that is just behind me. And by the way, it's a fantastic week also for Naval Group because the Duguay in France has been put also in the water. So it's a week of submarine and week of submarine in France and week of submarine in the international environment here in Brazil. Very important program, as you know, 4 conventional Scorpène submarine to build and a support to the Brazilian Navy for their conventional submarine with nuclear propulsion that will come right after.
So the Scorpène is now in active service with 4 different navies around the world, with potentially 2 more, namely the Philippines and Indonesia. In your opinion, what led to the success of the Scorpène design with so many different navies?
Yeah. Okay. First, I think it's a very powerful submarine in terms of operation, and especially this version, the latest version with the endurance capacity, the weapon capacity with the F-21 that is now in service together with the MBDA missile. So it's a very powerful configuration, very quiet submarine, very efficient, and I think it was said today by the Minister and by the Navy, it will contribute to the deterrence, the protection of Brazil, the protection of their water. And for sure, many new countries are interested by what we have done with the Scorpène submarine.
Very well, thank you very much, Pierre-Eric.
Thank you very much, Xavier, and have a good day.
I am now with André Portalis, the CEO of ICN, the shipyard here at Itaguaí, because it's not just a naval base, it's also a submarine shipyard, as you can see behind us. So André, can you please tell us the role of ICN in the ProSub program?
And ICN is operating the shipyard, receiving from France all the technology, and is building the submarines. So we started the job at the beginning of the program in 2010. We created the company, we sent people in France to learn in Cherbourg. 3 years ago, 2013, the shipyard was built, the first part of the shipyard was built, and so ICN started to operate the shipyard. And step by step, ICN received the technology, construction first, hull, and then outfitting and commissioning of the submarines. And the second part of the shipyard here was created, was opened in 2018 for the final outfitting, commissioning, and obviously the others continue. So today we are at the point where the shipyard is really capacitated in all the skills requested to build and to deliver submarines.
And behind us is the third submarine in the series.
Yes, you can see here the third. The first two were inside the ceremony. First one is no more in our hands. The second one fully accomplished as a submarine, as a product, and he has to perform his key and at sea trials, 1 year more or less, and after he will be delivered also to the forces. And this one is in the same trip and the same rhythm, so it will be delivered in 2 years and so on.